Right, so welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day today. And on today's video, we're going to talk to you about 5 things that we have found whilst playing the game that people in the chat in my live stream didn't really know was a thing. So I thought the best thing to do was just share them with you. If you'd like to watch me live over on Twitch, you can do it, twitch.tv/Doop. I'm live every single day. Let's jump straight in with one of our mod saves, Kidderminster. I want to show you a couple of things that you might not know about. Managing in the lower leagues is very difficult. Kidderminster are based in the Vanarama National League North. One of our mods, Bridge Gaming, is currently managing them. His link to his blog is down in the description. It's a really good blog. It's a really good detailed bit of writing to tell you exactly how he finds managing lower league and some difficult challenges he's putting himself through on this version of the game. So go check it out. Go share him the love because he's lent me his save. So as you can see, he hasn't got an ass man. He has, but I've sacked his ass man just for the demonstration. He also doesn't have a scout. One thing in the lower leagues is finances. Finances are really key of keeping the club afloat in the league, and keeping you afloat in the club. So it's very important that you're very precise with your finances. So one thing that not a lot of people do is double job. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how easy and effective it is to go and find somebody that can be your arse man and also your scout. So let's have a little look. We're going to look at the main roles because the Arseman and the Scout is very similar. Both have judging player ability and player potential, okay? One has adaptability and one has people management. Now, if you had good attributes in all 4 of those, it's very easy to do both jobs. So we have the 3 that have come up. Richard Allen, who looks tremendous. I can see 20 adaptability already, 16 on people management, 13 and 14 on ability and potential. Unfortunately, he's on 2K a week. I think he could be a little bit out of our price bracket. Next, we've got Steve as his English. Again, looks pretty good. 14 adaptability, 15 people management, 14 ability, and then 13 potential. Let's go and offer him a contract. So the best thing to do is to have a little look. It's been staring you at the face all the time. As you offer staff jobs, it says job and secondary job. We're going to go for the assistant manager job first because that is the most important one. Basically, what that is that's opening the realm of the finances for that role itself instead of the scout. You probably pay your assistant managers more than you pay your scouts. So it will give you a bigger range to try and persuade the chap in. So we're going to give him maximum budget. We're going to give him a 2-year contract. And he's going to sign on the dotted line. Let's jump forward to when he gets in. But looking at our staff, we should see a big jump in our scouting. And we're also picking up that ass man. So let's have a little look to when he jumps and joins the club. Okay, so now it's time to accept him in. Get him to join the club. We accept him. We forward a day because it always takes a day to go forward for it to be fully confirmed. And we can jump over and look at our staff. And as you can see, we've had a big boost in our staff and in our scouts. He comes under as an assistant manager and as a scout. So our slots are being filled, but we're filling it with 1 person, not 2, not paying 2 wages, not having 2 staff members. We're just having the 1. For me, it's huge. He shows up as an assistant manager and a scout. Also, if you can see, we've got Dave Hockaday. He's a head of youth development, also a coach. And also Joel Woodington, he's a head of performance analysis and a coach as well. So we've done it on quite a few. One thing you could also do, for example, if we want to improve Lee Evans as a goalkeeping coach, you can go into Lee Evans's profile or any staff profile, hit comparison and hit find similar staff. What that'll do is that will grab his attributes, it will put it into the search box, and it will show you exactly what you may be able to do to improve that coaching team right now. And you can see this chap here is a lot better, and there's potential that you could get this guy in. A really quick way of improving your staff, but in such a really short amount of time. So there's tip number 1 and 1.5, a little bit of a nugget with staff. Next, we're going to jump in and show you an in-game or an in-match little hint and tip that I would like to show you. Okay, so fast forward to the weekend. We're currently 1-0 up against Southport. We think that the game is done and dusted. As you can see, I'm looking over at our team now. Sterling James is looking very, very tired. We've done all 3 subs. I don't really want Sterling James to play the rest of the game. We got a really big game in midweek. I just don't want him to risk him. You can go onto your tactics. You can find Sterling James. You can right-click on him, and you can take him off. We've done all of our subs. No one else comes on, and I can opt to go down to 10 men, maybe bring Hemmings in central, and we can just sit with 10 men. What you can also do is you can go, Caleb Richards, he looks tired too. Let's take him off. And then you can confirm that change. You can only do 1 at a time, but what you can soon do is, this is mainly kind of aimed at if you are winning 6-7-0 or you're doing very, very well, and you think you're going to win, you can just slowly start to take players off, and you can rest them. They've had a disallowed goal. It's okay. And you can just go in and you can look at who's tired. Hemmings is looking a little bit tired. We can take Hemmings off, and we can drop down to having 7 players, 6 outfield, and 1 goalkeeper, and you can play the rest of the game with those 7 players. I mean, here it's not really gone to plan, but it's a really good thing if you've got big games midweek, you're cruising in a game. I'm going over the top with the fact that I've taken all of the available players off, but you have the ability to play with 7 players. You can take them off. You may not know that. It could prevent an injury long term. It could really do you some benefit, even if it's just for the last 5, 6, 10 minutes. You just never know what could happen in this game. So it may be worth just knowing that you can play down to 7 players if you want. I wouldn't recommend it, but we do use this option where we do take players off if needed. What we're going to do now is we're going to jump over to my Manchester United save. I've got a few things I want to show you over there. So first things first, I want to highlight to you the finances. As you can see above my head here, it says my wage budget is currently £6,377,562 a week. It's a lot of money. You can also see it says what we're currently spending and what our committed spend is for next year. Now, one thing you can do, if you're trying to look to potentially steal some of these Bosnian players around, you know, there's always players that when you go and have a search whose contracts are expiring very soon, you may be able to snap up a decent player for a decent price. So, for example, PSG midfielder, we might want to approach to sign him, but actually, I can't afford to sign him just yet. For example, I can, but let's just say I can't. What you can go and do is you can do a little bit of admin in your squad yourself. So you can say, look, Cristiano Ronaldo, he is going to retire. So what we're going to do is we're going to set him to release. Marcus Rashford is joining someone else, that's fine, but David De Gea, 350 grand a week, let's set him to release. And what it's doing is it's showing you what you are doing in the future, and it's kind of laying down that plan. What that then does is that gives you the opportunity to up that, or lower that committed spend, up that budget, the difference between, and it gives you more money to play with, and it can give you the chance to plan for the future. So instead of trying to do it all once all the deals have done and dusted, if you know you're going to get rid of them, just set them to release. Because then what that does is that gives you the opportunity, as you can see now, that's £5,666,000. So it's given me an extra £600,000 that I can go and offer out. It's a really simple tip. It's so easy to do. It means that you can actually get your head around who's going, who's staying, and it can just give you that opportunity to maybe snap up a bargain or two. So that is tip number 3. Whilst we're in the squad screen and the tactics screen, I want to show you something else that was highlighted in a video recently by Viking Dan. It's something that we've done recently as well. And I just want to highlight to you that when you are doing corner set pieces and free kick set pieces, you can have more than one routine available. So, for example, we have this routine here, which we're just going to pump it into the middle. You can also then go and create a new routine, and we can add a load routine, and we're going to go for near post because we know we love the near post. Now, what that will do is that will offer 2 routines on the right-hand side, and your team will pick during the game which one they're going to do. When you're in my streams over at twitch.tv/Doop, there's plug number 2. You can see that during our China journey that we're playing all sorts. You'll see us go long, we'll go near post, and you'll also see us do this where we go short corner as well. So you'll see a short corner routine, and that's simple by just hitting create routine, which I didn't do then, and you can go and add that near post. So you have the 3 there. We have into the middle, short corner, near post. You can then hit save all routines. That's then ready to go. You can then go over to your left hand side, do exactly the same, and you can have multiple routines in one go. Simple as that. Really effective for in PvP. You can keep people guessing. They'll never know what you're going to do. Also, it's also good in game because it gives you that variety. It's really interesting to see how many goals you can score from set pieces by not just playing the same set piece over and over again. Helps you getting bored too. So that's tip number 4. On to the last one, which I think for squad building is one of my favorites. So over on the squad screen, you have multiple things you can look at. I'm using Friday Night FM's squad views. You can find that link in the description too. It's Plug City here, and I love it. If you click onto the players and registration, it'll give you the registration for the league. What you can then do, because you are obviously got minimum homegrown players as well, is you can go along and you can try and work out with your new signings whether your players can fit into that squad next year. So you don't get to that final day going, oh shit, can they come in, can they not? You'll also, if you qualify for the Champions League, or your Champions League is coming up soon, you'll have the drop down for the Champions League as well. That means you can really tie in exactly how you're going to build that squad, get rid of who you might want to get rid of, instead of having grumpy players because you can't fit them into the squad registration. One of my favorite things, seriously, underrated, very easy. It helps you massively during squad building. Check it out. Okay, guys, that's the end of my 5 tips. I'd love to hear from you. 2 things. 1, what of those 5 did you not know about? And if you did know about them all, GG, let me know. And also, if you have a really good tip yourself, not penis joke, please don't make a penis joke. If you have a really good tip yourself, please drop it in the comments. Let me know, and I can learn as well, because every day is a school day with this game, and that's one thing I love about this game. If you want to come and see me live, you can do over at twitch.tv/Doop. Check me out on Twitter. The link to that is in the description as well. But apart from that, until next time, peace out, much love, and we'll see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.